Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to my Easy Human Anatomy channel. Today I like to discuss about anatomy of learning and neuroplasticity. Our brain contains 100 billion neurons, and this 100 billion neuron make 100 trillion synaptic connections. And within our brain per second 100 terabytes information is flow. It is equal to 40 HD movie. So our brain is very powerful organ, and it's one of the important functions of brain is learning. So first, the definitions of learning. There are so many definitions present, and scientists to scientists these definitions is vary, but I use these definitions. Learning is the relatively permanent change in a person's knowledge or behavior due to experience. So, is there any steps of learning present? Yes, there is a steps of learning present, and these are input, memory, organization, and output. So, first, I like to discuss what input. Input means getting informations into the brain. What type of informations is getting into the brain? General sensation and also spatial sensation. Within general sensation, touch, temperature, pressure, proprioception, and vibration. And within spatial sensation, visions, balance, hearing, taste, olfactions. Now, the second important steps of learning, memory. Memory means storing and retrieving informations. Some of the incoming information is stored in specific area of the brain, and we can use this information for future purpose. So, the part of the brain deal memory. The parts are amygdala, hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, and association areas of cerebrum. One of the important point, the motor memory, one of the other varieties of memory, which is deal by separate brain structure. For example, basal nuclei, cerebellum, etc. This is the 3D pictures of cerebrum, and it's showing the interior of the cerebrum. Interior of the cerebrum contain lateral ventricle. Each cerebrum contain a ventricle, lateral ventricle. It contains 3 horns, anterior horn, posterior horn, and inferior horn. Inferior and situated within the temporal lobe. So, the roof of the inferior horn is related with amygdala nuclei, and floor of the inferior horn is related with hippocampus. This is the coronal sections of the cerebrum, and this is a temporal lobe. This is inner surface of the temporal lobe. So, this is amygdala nuclei, and this is hippocampus. So, how our memory store? The picture showing on the cerebrum. This is the occipital lobe. Occipital lobe contains to a primary visual area, area number 17, and also secondary visual area, area number 18 and 19. So, all visual information is first coming into the area 17. Then, some of the information is stored in area 18 and 19. So these two area 18 and 19 deal visual memory. The types of memory. There are 3 types of memory we are used during learning process: working memory, short-term memory, long-term memory. In my later video, I describe the memory elaborately, so I go next steps of learning. These are the processing. Steps, these are the organization and processing of information. How we process informations within our brain. We need all incoming informations, means new informations, and we also need stored informations, memory or old information. By using new informations and old informations, a new information is formed within our brain, and this means the process of information. During process, we actually sequencing our informations, abstract and concept. Here's the example of sequencing A, B, C, and C, the number has proper sequencing. Abstract, ability to understand meaning of individual word or concept. Understanding jokes idiom is one of the processing functions of our brain. This cartoon is showing a man look at the board and showing the statistic department, doctors, teachers' names and room number. But statistician can deal any number, and they can formulate any number and form means and standard deviations. So the jokes within this cartoon we can understand by the processing functions of our brain. The final step, output, getting information back out. This is the final steps of learning. When a learning process is end, we learn something, we can understand by seeing output. So output is different type. The language we can understand when we speak, ability to give a meaningful ability to give a meaningful answer, reading, understanding. This means we learn something. Recognitions of face, object, recognition of object by touching, recognition of specific sound, specific smell, taste. These are the learning outcome. And also motor activity is the learning outcome. Walking, dancing, riding bicycle, these are the also another process, another type of learning. So I like to discuss the whole learning process by using figure. This green box indicates the primary area and blue box indicates secondary area. So what happened? Information is first come into the primary area and some of the information is stored in the association area. It occurs in hearing, it occurs in sensory area, it occurs also in olfactions. So the association area is communicate with each other. Every area, association area is communicate with each other. So here there's a lot of information is crowded here. So amygdala is receive this highly processed informations and try to summarize, try to understand. And amygdala also communicate with hippocampus. Hippocampus also communicate with amygdala. And hippocampus also communicate with prefrontal cortex, and ultimately after processing these informations, an output or learning outcome is achieved. So this is all about anatomy of learning. If you like this video, please press the like button and please subscribe my channel.